All right. Yeah. It's the one thing about being
11 minutes until showtime.
whatever. I'll deal with it. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
10 minutes until showtime.
All right. Let's see. Hold on.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
There we go. Uh-huh.
9 minutes until showtime.
Okay. They actually have it. Do they have it over under?
Eight minutes until showtime.
Okay. We'll see.
Seven minutes until showtime.
Thank you, Miss Lippy. All right. There. Yo, what
Yo,
up, John?
what's up?
Nothing. Just live on all our other stuff.
Yeah, I'm working on a project on the computer, so I completely lost track of time.
Oh, good.
No, because I'm trying to get stuff ready for another guy that I might be doing a DVD for. So So I was working on cover stuff.
Ugh.
The Mets are on the verge of costing it again. They just gave up 3 runs.
What's the inning?
Top of the bottom of the 6th. They were winning 5-1. Christian Scott. They were going to give him one more
6
batter. The guy came up,
minutes until showtime.
almost a 400-foot home run right off it, and it was like, okay, yeah, he's done.
Makes as much sense as the Yankees right now.
Oh well.
Cincinnati
was
is
that
smoking them 3-0.
Well, that kid is owning that stadium today. De La Cruz.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, he's owning them. But then again, he's been owning a lot of people lately, so that's nothing new.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is Ryan joining us, or is he working?
He's closing. He'll be on towards the end.
Ah. So it's just gonna be me and you, or
5 minutes until showtime.
to open.
and
Yeah.
then Christian hopefully will be in soon.
Christian,
so.
and then Chris will join us for football and.
Ugh.
Oh Lord.
Lordy. I also recorded. I haven't watched yet. I'm gonna watch it later. Axel F. I'm dying to sit down and watch
4
that.
minutes until showtime.
I love the original Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, well. See how it goes. See what. I thought she fucking. I thought Judge Judy fucking retired.
She did.
She has a new season of something coming out.
Oh, Judy Justice. It's called. That's what it is. It's called Judy Justice.
Yeah, it's like I thought she retired.
Well, no, she retired the other show. She retired Judge Judy. She retired that one. That one's a definite. That's gone. Then again, nothing. Nobody really gives a rat's behind about that. I haven't watched Judge Judy in years, so it's no skin off my
3 minutes
All right.
until showtime.
Got 3 minutes. Let me go. Turn the air down, and we'll get started.
All right, make yourself fast. I don't want to do it myself here.
All right.
2 minutes until showtime.
Fucking A, Wheeler. Can you get a goddamn strikeout?
Who, Zach?
Yeah.
Why are you rooting for that clown?
Because.
Wait, you got money on him, don't you?
Yeah. He's
Oh,
also
geez, why?
He's also in the running for Cy Young. I would like to see Wheeler actually get it. not a bad pitcher. Plus, anything to have the Cubs lose.
I want. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Also, I want the Phillies to beat the shit out of Imanaga, so he can finally get out of the running for Rookie of the Year.
Who is St.
1
Louis?
minute
St. Louis
until
facing tonight?
showtime.
Pittsburgh.
I
They're
want
down.
Pittsburgh to
They're down 3-1.
Who Pittsburgh is?
No, they're up 3-1. Bottom of the seventh, 2-1.
Good. If
one
they
out.
win, if they win and the Mets lose, then the Mets are going to be tied for the last spot. Is there a full game? Well, the Mets have to win this game anyway, too. So if the Mets win and St. Louis loses, the Mets will be tied for the third spot.
Well, wouldn't they also be closing?
No, because
they'd be.
they're 13 games out of first place for the division.
Yeah, well.
That means Atlanta and Philly both have to lose for them to move up in that.
Yeah.
And Atlanta was winning the last time I checked, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what Philly's doing.
I'll check that after we get. Philly is 0-0.
Where's
Your show will go live in 5
Filthy.
seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nope, wrong intro. There it is.
Tactical nuke incoming!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Betting Window on the Nerdport Network. What's going on? No.
Did you forget your name all of a sudden?
No. There's no fancy shit. I am effing Ronnie. We are apparently the number 2 podcast in all of NCAA football on the Good Pod. But with that, we'll get into that later. With me, as always,
The Zombie Master, and okay. That's an interesting intro, but I'll take it.
hey, there ain't no anything interesting with this fucking place. We're at the 4th of July. We're at the anniversary of this fucking network as of tomorrow.
How many years it'll be then?
I don't know. When'd you get into wrestling?
I thought we weren't going down that road again.
Oh, no. I'll go down that road with him on that one because the embarrassment is that's the first thing on here. Apparently no one else listened to that. Thank fucking God.
Well, I could say I saw something earlier about a certain person. I could send it to you
Oh, please send it to me.
of the post that was posted today because I am still friends with him.
Do it. Please.
Hold on. Let me find it. Give me a second, will you? I'm gonna send it to you in a Skype chat. So just give me a second, will you?
I dare you to do it. Dare.
Yeah, dare my ass to do shit, motherfucker.
Are you
Oh,
daring me
Kodak-
to do it? Oh, who just gave up a bomb?
Bro,
Oh,
the
no.
Mets?
No. Oh, good. Hey, Crow Armstrong hit a fucking got a double off a fucking. The Cubs are in the lead 1-0.
Okay, your post is coming in a couple of seconds, so give me a second. I have about 1,000 windows open on my computer, so I'm trying to find the right one. So, and all right, there's the post. You just got it.
So much, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a little awkward that he does this 2 days after Suicide Prevention Month.
Look, as someone who also struggles with that, I understand the struggling part, because I do it daily, and mental health isn't a very important thing. I get it, but I'm not. I'm just gonna say, when it comes to who shall not be named, I don't know how much I buy of stuff. I don't.
Emotional damage.
If you say so. But I'll just leave it at that.
Oh.
Let's move on to some other shit.
It's free real estate.
I could say something else there, but I will not.
Yes, but if this is the first time listening to the show, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the show, this is a betting / news podcast where we dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck was that in the wide world of sports, like I said, and sports betting. Today's show, we'll dive into Major League Baseball with the MVP and All-Star introductions. We will dive into college football with the sunbelt, as well as the NFL with the NFC West.
And I got since you got the All-Star thing, I have a couple questions about the All-Star stuff for
All
you
right,
when we get to that.
We're also going to talk some Heat Wave and Yeet in the Bank.
Oh yeah, that's right. Both are this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, here we go. The starting lineups for right now. I got the American League for the All-Star game. Catcher Adley Rushman for the AL. No complaint.
Not a surprise there.
Yeah, perfect. Vlad Guerrero for first base.
Again, not a surprise.
Second base, Altuve. No,
I have a problem with that one.
I don't. He's been doing.
I do.
He's been playing a lot better. So I mean, I think that he can get in. Who would you put in as a starter in the AL?
I'd have to get back to it.
Unless you put the only one I could put there is Bobby.
That, you know what? Now that you mentioned Bobby Witt Jr., who's leading the AL in MVP votes right now, or I think the last time I checked, I think he was. Or is
no.
that, or not that? What was it, MVP or is it a batting title?
Batting title. Because I was going to say, yeah, it's a batting title. Because I was going to say, he's
all
not.
Right, I messed up.
No,
Relax.
I'm saying he didn't even make the All-Star team. He will, but he didn't make the starters.
Which I think is a load of shit on that one. Because you know what it is? I'm not a big fan of Altuve because of the whole Astro thing. I'm not a big fan of his. And the other day when the Mets and the Astros played each other and he claimed he got hit on the foot, which he didn't. He gets all pissy and moany and throws a tantrum. But you know you didn't get hit, but you still claim you did. I mean, there's, come on, I got hit, but no, he threw a flat-out tantrum. And yeah, act a little more like a professional, like you claim you are, you little midget.
Shortstop Gunnar Henderson
from the
Orioles.
Again, the way the Orioles are playing, not a surprise.
Nope. Third base Jose Ramirez from the Guardians. Guardians right now are one of the best teams in baseball behind the Yankees in Baltimore with their 1-2-3. So no issues there.
You know what? I'm not. I have no regrets on that one. I have no qualms about that.
Your outfield, Stephen Kwan.
He's been having a hell of a year in Cleveland. I got no problem with him.
Judge and Soto.
Duh and duh.
Duh. Yeah, and your DH is Jordan Alvarez.
Yeah, again, not a surprise. Well, he's a trash can, but he's still,
Sorry. Someone's going to correct me there. Sorry, it's not Jordan.
Jordan, yes.
No, actually, that's how you pronounce it, so I know someone will correct me in the fucking comments. One of them.
All right, I'll say this. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. All right, for the NL now.
Okay, now here's where I got some issues, but
But
go
at the
for it
same
first.
time, there is some issues with this for the sole fact that there will be probably changes in this.
There had better be because there's a couple guys, and it's not going to be who you think when you get to it.
Oh, I can give you one right now that shouldn't even be on this list because he hasn't played a fucking game.
All right, just let's run through them and we'll comment on them as
catcher Wilson Contreras, or William Contreras. Sorry,
he's the one who plays for St. Louis, had his hand broken,
he
right? Or arm
was
broken?
the one that no, he plays with Brewers.
Wilson Contreras. Okay.
Yeah.
He's been playing.
So what's funny is they have him as William.
Yeah, well, that's a typo.
Yeah, and that's from the score. First base, Bryce Harper. He's on the injured list. Probably going to give up his spot.
And if anybody, it's going to be. I would think it would be Pete.
I'm trying to think who else in the NL.
There's nobody that's got the numbers of because Pete hit a home run last. He's got 18 bombs. He's got over 40 RBIs. I would not be shocked if it wasn't
The only other person I can see is maybe like Friedman.
Well, we'll see.
I'm saying that's the only person I can see.
It's either going to be Freddie Freeman or Pete Alonso. It's going to be one of the two. I would venture to say.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I'm actually going to pull up first baseman stats right now. Give me 1 second.
The only thing about Pete, and I'll say this about Pete. The only thing about Pete is right now he's hitting better, but he's still something's missing. I don't know if it's the pressure of the contract year or he's getting pressure from his poisonous rattlesnake of an agent. Yeah, fuck you, Scott Boras. Yeah, fuck you if you're listening. Fuck you in the neck, you piece of shit. But anyway.
Wish he was listening. Fucking great right there.
Huh?
I said, wish he was listening. Would be great right there.
There's an answer for that. But anyway,
there's only other. So there's three that I could see: Freddie Freeman, Matt Olson, Alonso, or Goldschmidt. Is Cody Bellinger a first baseman?
No, he's injured right now anyway.
Right, they have him 6th on this list. I'm on.
Well, you know what it is? He has played first base, but
I don't consider him a first baseman though.
I don't either. That's
he's a fucking center fielder.
But you know what it is? It's like what they do with shit like this is like if a player has played like right field or left field. I looked on a list. Jeff McNeil is listed as a left fielder too.
Yeah, well, he's outfield, especially for when it comes to All-Star. Oh, McNeil, he's played outfield a good amount, but he's not a starting. But he's not a starting.
Exactly. That's the thing with that.
Alonso right now is projected wise. He's 4th, but Olsen, Freeman, Harper right now is, if he wasn't on the list, it's the perfect thing. He's probably going to get a Gold Glove as a first baseman.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on from this.
So I'm fine with that. Kendall Marte.
For what, second base?
Second base, D-backs.
You know what? There's nobody really killing it at second base that I could think of on any other team. But go ahead.
Third base, Alex Bohm.
Bohm's he's got a comeback year.
I'm fine with that.
As much as I hate the Filthies, I call them the Filthies. He's had a resurgence of a year. Last year, there was a lot of talk of him being traded, sent down. He came back this year fighting, so I'll give him credit.
By the way, as much as Contreras is having a good year, I still think what's his name has had a better year.
For catcher?
Yeah, for the Mets.
Alvarez
has had a better year.
Let me put it to you this way, and I'll say, and I agree with you, but I'll say
that's not even being a Met fan. That's actually looking at the numbers.
No, I'll say this. If Francisco Alvarez had not gotten hurt,
he would be the starter.
He'd be a starter. Yeah, he'd be starting.
He's gonna go.
He's good. I would like to see him go. But there's one Met you haven't yet to mention because you haven't gone out that way yet. There's one Met. It's a travesty if he's not listed as a starter, and it's a travesty. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Well, if we go to shortstop, there's where I go. Why is Trey Turner, who hasn't seen the field this year, the starting shortstop?
Politics. It's all politics. That's why a lot of these guys are starting is because of fucking politics.
Yeah, just because the Phillies right now are the best team in baseball. By the way,
why do you think there's a lot of Orioles in there?
By the way,
Politics.
I have a better question. I understand Alec Boehm being on this team. Manny Machado is having a better year.
Again, politics.
And Lindor is having a better is
Lindor, I think, should be the starter. And I'm not,
right.
again,
Again,
we're both Met fans here, but Lindor, believe it or not, as much as I've been critical of him on this show. That's no secret. I've been critical of him on this show because there'll be times where in the beginning of the year he'll be a little lackadaisical.
Yeah.
He's been lazy. And I've called his ass out. I've called him Francisco Shindor, shitty door. And I'm not going back on it. But lately, the last month, since the Mets have someone pissed in their cereal, I don't know who pissed in the Mets cereal, but they've been pissed off since June 1st. But, and this is surprising me how well they've been playing. Yeah, I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. He's played better. His defense has been sound. His hitting's come around. His power's starting to wake up a little bit. Do I think he'll be a reserve? More than likely. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh no, wait a minute. Abrams. It's gonna be tie game. Nationals Mets tied 5-5. I thought it was gone.
I love how someone's trying to call me on an unworked line. The last time that happened, Christian had to give an apology.
What on
Blog Talk?
Skype?
On Blog Talk.
Well, guess what? We're not answering that call.
Nope.
Unless you want to.
Nope. Now that I see what we're clipping at, I ain't seeing anything with an unknown number, and especially if they're going to be spewing some doctor disrespect type shit.
Well, let them spew the doctor disrespect. I'll handle their ass.
No, as much as I would love to, the last thing we need is.
I trust me. I have no problem telling somebody on the phone what I think.
Yeah, I understand that, but the last time I answered a phone call like that.
Yes, I know. I know what happened there.
Yeah.
But he's not here, so if they try it again, let him through. We'll discuss with them.
Anyway,
if they call again. But anyway, let's get to the
outfielders. Fernando Tatis Jr., Christian Yelich, and Profar.
Jerks and Profar from the
Padres, yeah, and Shohei.
Duh.
And Shohei's your DH.
But no, Profar's had a hell of a season in San Diego. I got to give him credit. He's having a resurgent year. And right field, Tatis Jr., I don't have a problem with that. Center field, there's a man that is leading in RBIs and assists, because I did a little backing up, and that is the man who plays center field for the New York Metropolitans. It's Brandon Nimmo. That kid deserves to be a starter in this thing. And again, I know people are thinking, oh, he's a Met fan. It's like, Brandon's numbers are off the charts. And here's a little tidbit. This past Monday, in his hotel room, he passed out. He fainted and passed out in his hotel room, smashed his head, and went through all the concussion protocols, came back the next day and drove in 2 runs with a double.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking tough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's tough right there, man. You ain't getting that. He's a gutsy player. He plays with more heart than any ball player I've ever seen in my life. All right, I dare you. In fact, I challenge you. Find someone who hustles down to first base on a walk like Brandon Nimmo.
No, you're right.
There isn't one.
Yeah, just numbers back up. You want to take it?
Let's find out who this person is. Let's find out who this person is. And if they're bad, they'll get hung up on.
Yeah, you're on the air.
Yeah, no, you guys are good. I just called back because I didn't want y'all to think it was some kind of troll that kept messing with you. So once you said, no, let them call back and we'll talk, I was like, yeah, let me call back just so they don't think somebody's trying to, troll them or whatever.
We've had
But
issues.
We've had issues. We've had bad people. We've had bad people call in and say some very derogatory comments. So we're very leery of taking certain calls. But I said if it's important, they'll call back, and if they're not, they'll be hung up on. But anyway, what's your question, sir?
Right. All right. So first thing first, I think we gotta all admit that the luck that the Braves had to go through this year is not only unfair, but it makes the All-Star game a little less than. Strider's gone, Acuna's gone. We still trying to fight, man. But Trey Turner, he came back the other day. The other guys are out, man. He's still Trey Turner, man. So I get what you guys are saying. It's kind of time to get a light to some of these young guys. But I don't know if Trey is the one I'm gonna pick, man.
No, over someone like Ellie De La Cruz or O'Neal Cruz
or Francisco Lindor.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, because both of the young Cruz boys have been really good this year. Lindor's been stable even when the rest of the Mets weren't hitting, and now that everybody's hitting on the Mets and y'all are getting kind of hot. I'm actually hoping you guys are the ones that take the Phillies down, because I don't think we're going to get a playoff shot this year. I'm kind of looking towards next year, but man,
where they're playing tonight against the Nationals, sir, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, this has been a great season, man. Like watching Baltimore, these young dudes, Gunnar and Rushman, all these guys. Like, man, they're here now. It's not like a future thing, and maybe they'll be like these teams are here now. So this is exciting. Toronto's disappointing, but besides that, it's been some exciting baseball. And I guess I want to hear y'all thoughts on the pitching, especially for the All-Star game. And besides that, man, y'all just have a good show, man, and enjoy your holiday tomorrow. But yeah, man, Braves fan, kind of disinterested this year because of all the bad luck. But that's all I got.
All right, quick question before you leave. Where did you hear us from? Which one of the 5 spots that I broadcast from? Where did you hear us from?
Oh, I saw you were on Blog Talk. Yeah, I saw you guys on there.
No, because I got Blog Talk. We're on Twitch under the same name. We're on Twitter and all that other Kick and all that fun stuff. That's why I wasn't sure where people have heard, because we're broadcast over a bunch of other spots,
platforms.
But to answer your question, I don't think they announced the pitching yet.
No, they haven't. They haven't announced the starting, like who the starter is going to be. And the leading candidate was Luis Gil from the Mets, from the Yankees. But since he's been shellacked the last couple of starts, he's not even in He's not even in consideration anymore. So I know that.
You're probably going to see Imanaga get in there.
He owes me money.
He's caused a lot of people. We have a gentleman who does a show with the show with us. He's a big Yankee fan, and trust me, he's had a few choice words about Luis Gil. So you're not the only one.
Probably going to see. I would bet you're going to see Wheeler, Logan Webb, Glasnow, Sale, and maybe. I mean, you might see Hill get in there, but
you think Nola?
See, that's the thing. Are you going to overload it with Philly pitchers, or are you going to try to disperse it out? Because Max Fried deserves it over Nola.
He does. Hell, Chris Sale's having a resurgent year too. I wouldn't put any votes. I would put in a few votes for Chris Sale. Coming in Atlanta, he's going for his 11th win tonight. Did he get beat?
Already.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got 8 Ks tonight already. So
okay,
see.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm just gonna hang back and listen to you guys, man.
All right, man.
We'll see, man. I'm glad y'all took the call. Thanks, man.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. And call in again if you want. Please feel free.
Yep. All right. Thank you for the call. All right. Cool.
See, I told you. take it. If he was good, he was good. If he was bad, he'd get hung up on. Real quick and simple.
It's all good.
See, take my advice. It's like I said, I would have ripped him apart if he was bad, but he was a very respectful gentleman. Much respect out to him. But all good.
So
all good.
quick, St. Louis is tied 3-3 in the 8th.
The Mets just gave up the lead, so they're losing
6-5 and going into the 8th. Reds going into the bottom of the 7th. They're up 3-0. Stros are up 2-1. Braves are up 3-0 in the 6th. Padres are 2-0 in the 3rd. Royals are losing and about to get more run on than with Tampa. And the only other games that are in weight are Angels Athletics. Boy, that's going to be a snoozer.
Who?
D-backs and Dodgers. That might be fun. And then Baltimore and the Mariners.
It'll be interesting.
You want to talk about snooze fest? The freaking Mariners haven't done shit.
Yeah, the Mariners have been kind of shit in the bed this year, I got to say. I'm really surprised by that. Because I thought for sure that they were going to come out with both guns, both barrels blazing. They just haven't. They just have not.
So,
they've just.
So, all right. So, we'll get into this with Christian when he jumps on. But we are officially halfway through the season.
Yes, we are.
I want to list off a couple teams right now. Either they're upswing, middle of the road, worried, or shit in the bed.
Okay.
I want to start with the team, and like I said, I'll get Christian's opinion on it. The New York Yankees.
You know what? I'm going to say this about the Yankees. And like I said, Christian, we love you, brother, but right now your team is in big trouble, man. You guys need to seriously. This team needs something. I don't know what it is, but this team needs something. I don't know if it's pitching help. I don't know if it's outfield help. Because you lost Glass Carlo. Yes, we all know we call him Glass Carlo. Because he is made of glass.
What a fucking hamstring. Again.
But he still made the
Speaking of the devil.
Speaking of devil, we're talking Yankees in perfect time. Just talking about Glass Carlo.
And hello, Christian.
Hello. Bud.
That's what I was waiting for.
We got you.
What's going on?
We actually had a caller tonight that was respectful.
Who?
Never got his name, never got the number. It was a random number.
From he listens to us on Blog Talk. He's listening right now. So much respect to you, sir. We're sorry we didn't ask your name or where you were calling from, but we're not used to getting calls. But much respect to you, sir.
But so what I was bringing up is I'm gonna list off a couple teams. Are they upswing, middle of the road, worried, kind of in that middle, or shit in the bed? And we started out with the Yankees.
Oh, they're sitting in the fucking bed.
See, I have them a little bit up.
Why did I not figure out he would say that?
See, here's the thing. I have them a little bit up, more in the worried area. They're still good, but they're slumping to a point where they could all of a sudden shit the bed, or they could jump back up to mediocre or get on an upswing.
No. Did I say it in fucking German? They're shitting the bed.
By the way, never talk about Germans and shit. There's too much of a common area with that.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
No, if you're gonna shit, that's a place to get shit. That would definitely make you shit.
Exactly why I put that there.
Look, no chili slander in my presence. If it were Applebee's, I'd be on board.
I mean,
Christian, no, Christian. I love you like you're a little brother to me, but I've gotten to Chili's too many times, and my stomach was not right the next day.
Listen, no one needs apple sleeves. The only good thing that apple sleeves ever has was half-price wings.
God damn it! Say it the right way. It's Crapplebee's.
Listen. You've never been around Rutgers in an Applebee's.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's a scary thing, man.
David
Ugh.
Wright was there. Look what happened to him.
Ugh.
Oh, poor. Yeah, oh, that's awful. No wonder his career ended
Oh,
early.
no. Okay, funny story. Quick offset about that. So I went to the Rutgers, South Florida game. David Wright was there. The cheerleaders were all around him. You knew who was a Met fan because everyone was screaming, "Get the fuck away from him!" And then he fucking gets hurt.
Wow.
God damn it! It's like people. You heard the people in the crowd. Get the fuck away from him! You no.
Don't touch him, you sirens.
So all right. See, Christian's saying shit the bed. I'm in the worried area.
I'd be, you know what it is? I'd be worried too for the simple reason is, and Christian, like I said, you're a Yankee fan. I'm going to say, is it the hitting that's bad? What happened to Luis Gil? Why is all of a sudden he can't find the strike zone?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That, and I mean, dare I say it, I think they miss Stanton's bat. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like Stanton kind of has the same impact on the offense that A-Rod did when A-Rod was with the Yankees. Look at 2013. The Yankees offense was sputtering all over the place, right? And then A-Rod comes back when? In August of that year? And they start winning baseball games.
Yeah, you know
I'm
what it
just
is. You're
saying.
not wrong. You're not wrong. But here's the thing. Now, do you guys need with the deadline in what 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 3 weeks. Do you need hitting, pitching, or both?
You need they need a bullpen arm.
I would lean more toward the pitching side. I wouldn't mind another starter, and then I wouldn't mind a bullpen arm, like Ronnie said, for sure. Because look, Cole looked sharp the other day, right? Rodon, I told you Rodon is inconsistent. Nestor is good, but Nestor seems to always give his best pitching performances when the Yankees don't hit, right?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Cole's pitching like he's in mid-April, so that's not.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Like John mentioned, Luis Gil has been struggling. And Stroman, you don't know what you're gonna get from him. 1 minute he's good, next minute he's not. So it's Cole and then 4 other question marks. They need a formidable guy, and I hear that guy from the White Sox is available.
The center, the other outfielder?
Yeah, no, pitcher Garrett Crochet.
Crochet. Yeah, Crochet.
Or some shit. Yeah. If you can get him from Scum and bring him to the Bronx, I'd be happy.
I think.
But what about a bat? You need another bat, you think, or no?
I understand that they're trying to do something with Ben Rice, but you need to go. If you can find a power bat for cheap, you got to go and get it. Because God forbid Ben Rice and J.D. Davis ain't gonna cut it.
Nah. And I mean, there was an exec who wants to remain anonymous. Why? I don't know. Who said that
Brian Cashman.
if Judge and Soto aren't doing what they're doing, the Yankees have nothing. And I agree with that.
It's not fully wrong.
No, it's not. Yeah, like the Yankees are losing 3-0 right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy that's at bat right now either A, needs to shave his goddamn porn stash or actually start swinging a fucking bat or get sent back to the Patriots.
Oh, Austin Wells.
You be respectful.
Dude,
I knew exactly where he was going with that.
That is some Burt Reynolds type mustache right there. That is some freaking that is some Smokey and the Bandit mustache right there.
I know Burt Reynolds slander here. I like Burt.
But no, like right now there's that. But the next team on the list is actually another team in the AL, and it's the Red Sox.
Red Sox, I'd be worried.
I'd be worried
they're,
more. They're 8.5 out of first, out of the division. I'm not worried about them for the division, but I am worried about them in the wild card because they run. a lot. And you start getting into postseason baseball, and they're moving the bases, and they start playing small ball, that's terrifying.
Yeah. They ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, I do.
If they make it, I'm worried.
I'm definitely worried. If I'm a Red Sox fan right now, I'm worried.
Well, if I'm a Red Sox fan, I'm happy on how they're going because they're going on an upswing. But if I'm anybody else, I do not want to see them anywhere near the playoff berth.
I don't think they're making the playoffs, to be honest.
Yep.
They're only a half game out of the last playoff spot, so they're still in striking distance.
Yeah, but there's still another, 78, 79 games?
We're halfway through, so I'm not saying that they will, but I'm saying if I'm like any other team, I do not want to see them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Royals.
They're scary, and I predicted in the beginning of the year that this team, I think, was going to go somewhere. And I pretty much nailed this one on the head. I'm still thinking they're going to go somewhere because they're scary. I mean, for God's sakes, a former Met bullpen piece is their fucking best starter. Go figure that one out.
Yeah,
That fucking Lugo. Where the fuck did he go? When did he learn how to pitch?
Well, Lugo was always fine. They never gave him a starting spot.
No, the Mets did give him plenty of opportunity to start. He just didn't perform. And then you got Bobby Witt, who should be the starting second baseman in the All-Star game. We already discussed that. They're a good team. I think they're going to be there at the end of the year. If I'm a fan of theirs, I'm loving it.
Yeah, Christian, what do you think?
I really don't know too much about them, so I can't really say.
Okay.
But I heard they're young, they're energetic, and yeah.
Central. If I go to the NL, I mean, it's really what are our thoughts on Pittsburgh and Cincinnati? I mean, they're both 10 out of the first place behind St. Louis. And they're creeping into the playoff hunt, but right now it's like every team is kind of just stagnant in the NL. Philly's still trying to figure out. The Dodgers are an etch-a-sketch for most of the part. Now without Mookie back,
With Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, I'll say this: I don't think either one of them are going to be in the playoff hunt, and I'll explain why. They're both young.
Yeah,
they're both inexperienced, but they've definitely got a serious upside. They get a few more young pieces in here that really can take over. Both teams could go on a fucking dynasty type of run because they got enough. They got some young talent. O'Neal Cruz, Ella De La Cruz. The Red starting rotation is young. Pittsburgh is young. You got what's his name for Pittsburgh that you've been kissing his ass all year?
O'Neal?
No, the pitcher.
He's not there. Dick Mountain?
Skeens.
Oh, Paul. Oh yeah, he's about to win fucking Rookie of the Year.
That's what I was trying to say, and you couldn't think of it. I thought for sure, like.
Fucking Paul Skeens is definitely killing it right now.
But it's like both teams have great upside. Maybe not this year, but I would definitely look at the Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates starting next year. I would definitely consider both. But this year, I don't. I think they might fizzle out this year, especially with Pittsburgh. They might limit Skeens to how many starts he gets.
Well, if they're out, they will. If they're out of the running, they will.
And that's a smart thing to do.
But right now, they're still kind of in a hunt for it.
There's plenty of teams that are in the hunt.
Listen, if Skeens started the year the way he is, he would be an all-star right now.
Oh, totally. Totally.
But I think
what
that I
is-
would. That's really it. I mean, other than that, I could say the Mets. I could say the Astros. But in reality, they're all kind of treading water.
The Mets right now, they're playing well, but right now, I don't want to get my hopes up because this team has done this to me in the past.
But that's what I mean. I'm saying they're treading water. Like they're not.
Are they playing better? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
But they're on an upswing, but at the same time, they could easily fall flat on their face.
Okay, now here's the thing. Now I want to find out who said it because I want to call them out on it. I was on Twitter earlier.
There's your first problem.
I'm just gonna say I was on Twitter earlier, and there's a Facebook group on Twitter called Metscast. Now they put out a post today, and I replied to their post, and then I was blocked, or my post was taken down.
Mm-hmm.
Their exact quote. I'm going to read their exact quote. Report with the Mets having a surplus of starting pitching and bullpens, they are very open to offers for MLB teams looking for starting pitching. Okay, my answer was, in what world and what planet do you think the Mets have a surplus in this? Their starting rotation's in flux. Their bullpen absolutely sucks rocks. Their best pitcher started tonight in single A, Senga, and he struck out 6, but only threw 35 pitches. Let's not put the cart before the horse when it comes to him. Do I hope he comes back? Yes. Am I going to pray on it? I would love to, but
John, that's also cute. Oh, they have a surplus of this and this and this. They're open to trades. Motherfucker, if they have a surplus, why the fuck are they on the main roster?
Well, I said, in what world and what planet do the Mets have surplus? And my comment was deleted.
But if they did, that would make sense. And then, they should be on the main starting rotation or in the bullpen.
So, but we all know how Twitter is.
No, I don't listen to Twitter.
No, I was just happen to be on there because I follow horror movie stuff, and there's a lot of horror movie fans that I'm friends with on Twitter. So that just happened to come up when I opened it up today, and that was the first comment I saw. So, and I replied, and like I said, my comment was deleted.
When it comes to Twitter, people. No.
It's
listen.
called Twitter.
Listen.
Get it right.
Listen, I could also call it X marks the fucking spot.
No, I said what I said, and I mean what I said. It is called Twitter. But anyway, continue.
They all armchair book and think it's like the IWC. They think they know what they think they know what they can be.
Oh, don't get me started on that group.
So fuck that. It's kind of like how people think that we're not an actual. When it comes to college football, we don't know our shit, but apparently they don't know what the fuck they're smoking because
Well, considering you and Christian are two of the best college football people that I know. And if I was going to take advice from anybody about college football, it'd be from either one of you guys.
Wish I had Stephen A. money for that.
But
he know a little shit, Ron. He know a little shit, John. He knows a little bit.
But in all due respect, all due respect, Christian knocks it out of the park when it comes to on the thing, and you got to check out his show Monday Evening Quarterback. If you don't, you're a dumbass. But anyway, but that's like Red Foreman used to say on that '70s show, dumbass. But no, you want good stuff, you're listening to Monday Evening Quarterback on this network. If you don't, you're a dumbass. But anyway, I digress. But
this is also why we're the second-ranked podcast when it comes to college football.
And number 1 in hockey for some fucking weird reason. I can't remember the last time any one of us talked about fucking hockey.
We don't talk puck.
What the puck are you talking about? But anyway.
Yeah, but all right, let me bring in our fifth. Let me bring in our other person so we can get into the sunbelt.
Okay, I'll be on mute for now.
No. Stick around. Oh, but yes, we are diving into the fun belt. And there he is.
Hello.
There he is. Hello, Chris.
What up, brother?
Oh, brother. It's your brother. Okay there, Oos.
Oh, brother, that ain't gonna work for me, brother.
Oh, God. But yes, we are talking the Sun Belt.
Ah, the fun belt, yeah. What you gonna do when Monet Mania runs wild on you?
Let's not get into AEW. We'll talk about money in the Bank a little later, but we are not going to talk about AEW and their 8-hour pay-per-views. It's like a Frank Goodman show around here.
No, the thing is, I'm totally on the same boat with John now. Banks is a bitch.
Jesus.
I saw it. I had to see totally cook Sasha, so yeah. It was worth it.
So, alright. So, let's get into our shtick for the week. The Sun Belt. New coaches coming back, going this year. James Madison's got a new head coach. Georgia State's getting a new head coach. South Alabama's got a new head coach. Troy has got a new head coach, and Louisiana of Monroe has a new head coach. Actually, their offensive and a new offensive coach, because the offensive coach is the head coach. Figure that shit out.
A lot of new coaches.
Yep. Big thing to note from this, apparently Texas State leads the Sun Belt in recruiting this year.
Texas State?
For the Sun Belt, yeah, they led so they ranked in every, so here we go. In every category, this is what they ranked. Quarterback first, running back second, wide receiver third, O-line fifth, D-line first, linebacker seventh, DB's third. I say that because they might come up in conversation in a little bit.
Turning dynamite. Oh. Thank God.
But, Christian, looking into it, did you do anything on this or no?
No.
No.
I didn't.
Anything that you're looking towards? Like, is there anything for the Sun Belt that you're looking like that might excite you looking towards the season?
I mean, I think it could be. I think it's one of the more wide open conferences around.
Can you see anyone from the Sun Belt getting the nod over, say, like a Liberty?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
No.
I honestly think Liberty is going to be the team that makes the national title playoffs.
Yeah. Nah, I just don't. You know, I just honestly, I think the whole scale for college football is just so wide open this year. Because look, the last 10 to 12 years, it's been, Alabama pretty much sitting in the prediction seat to make the national championship. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's no Nick Saban. Could that be Georgia these next couple of years? Because I think Kirby Smart is the best coach in college football. But no, I think just, as I've mentioned too.
Could it be a team like Texas that might
honestly, look, I think Texas can make some noise. I don't think they're going to be as good as what they were last year. I'm telling you, that week 2 game against Michigan is going to tell us all we need to know about Texas, because I don't want to say it's an eliminator necessarily, but I think the winner of that game will have a better path, and I think the committee will be happier with them than they would be the loser.
I was gonna say they can afford to lose games later in the year and not hurt them for winning. And what wouldn't hurt them to get into the playoffs. You lose one, you pretty much have to. You could only really lose one more game.
Right. Whereas when it was just the bracket of 4, you lost one game, you had to stay at that one loss line. You lost 2, you were completely eliminated.
Unless somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I like to say there's more wiggle room.
Yeah.
For the losing team now than what there was these last 8 or 9 years with the old format of the CFP.
Yeah. So, teams coming in. So for the sunbelt, Chris, what is your thoughts on this too? As like we had with what Christian just said, what do you think?
Oh, whoa, hold on, sorry.
You're good.
Trying to find the damn shit for me.
But no, Christian, I fully agree with what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
That a team like Texas, to see like that, and to see like, could you see a team sneaking in for like that might be in there? Yeah, you could, but at the same time, could you see, say, like Texas being that team that takes out the bigger teams is definitely gonna be.
All I'll say is this: Texas has a chance because Quinn Ewers is back.
Yep.
Yeah, I know Texas lost Xavier Worthy. They lost They lost Devondre Sweat and Byron Murphy. And those are 3 big pieces from their successful stint last year. But they're gonna run the ball a little bit more until Quinn, I think, is on the same page with those wide receivers. Listen, I think Quinn Ewers.
On Texas State he's talking about.
No. We're talking about Texas. We'll get to Texas State.
Why are we talking about SEC Texas?
Because we were talking about who could upset the apple cart.
Because he asked me a question.
Who could upset the who?
Upset the apple cart.
Okay.
Meaning who could jump in and take over, because Christian was talking about how Saban being gone. Now the sport is so wide open. Who's going to be that?
Yeah, this is the most wide open it's been in a while. I mean, every year Alabama was penciled in to get to the national title game. I think, the path to the championship game is as wide open as it's been in a while.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's get into our picks for the sunbelt and, goddamn it, the Pac-2. Goddamn, I can't believe we're going to have to talk about that next week. Last year, what was last year? Last year, JMU was not in the conference final because I think it was the title game, I think was Coastal versus Troy, and Troy smoked them. Or was it Appalachian? Hold on. I know Troy got into the. I think Troy's the returning champ, right? Yes. It was against Appalachian State. Sorry. And yeah, Troy won 49-23. So Troy is your returning champ. Appalachian State is your champs from the East, and we will start with them. Appalachian State coming back, bringing back pretty much their entire fucking defense this year. Their quarterback is back. Their non-conference games are ETSU, Clemson, East Carolina, and Liberty. Coming into this, yes, they brought their whole defense back. You're getting the Carolina game. Clemson, it's in Death Valley. That's a loss. I see this team doing well. Their over-under is 7.5. I don't see this team doing exactly what they did last year and making it back to the sunbelt. I don't see them. They're going bowling. I have them going under for seven wins. Ryan also has them going under.
Yeah, don't count the Clemson game as a loss. I know that's a tough place to play, but remember, this is a more vulnerable Clemson team than what we saw 5 or 6 years ago. They don't scare you like they once did. You know what I'm saying? That could be a trap game for Clemson. When is that game?
That's week 2.
Ooh, that could definitely be a trap game because look, more than likely, Clemson opens with Georgia, and
are they going to be? Well, here's the thing. The question is, it might be a trap game, or is that going to be a pissed off game?
Right, exactly.
Because if Georgia beats them, are they just going to come in and want to smoke the next team? And that's a state rivalry game too.
Yeah.
So we talk about Troy first.
No. Appalachian State.
Oh, App State. Okay, hold on.
I was going to say, follow the list. The list that I sent you is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But Christian, what do you got? What are you taking?
Yeah, with Appalachian State bringing back a majority of their defense, it's kind of hard to bet against them. And they had one of the best defenses in the Sun Belt last year. And I think they continue that. Their defense is going to keep them in a lot of games, I feel.
Okay, so over-under 7.5. You got them over?
Over. Oh, definitely over.
Okay. John, what about you?
I guess over.
Okay. Chris?
Trying to find a damn friggin' schedule. Fuck. App State, your site sucks balls. All right.
Yeah, because
What?
No, I'm just saying. Looking at this, their home games are very interesting.
Yeah, they don't have the same dumb shit that. Finally, thank God. All right. So, all right, we start off. All right, so over unders what?
7.5.
Ugh. Maybe 7.5.
Yeah.
Based on this, I'm saying under.
Got them under. So either one is actually right with this. This team could win 10 games or win 7. I don't think they're going to shit the bed because that defense, it's going to be insane. And they're considered like the 39th. They have the 39th hardest schedule.
Yeah, because here's your schedule. You have ETSU win. At Clemson, easy loss. East Carolina could go either way. South Alabama could go either way. Liberty loss. Partial. What the fuck happened that I heard? But I'm going to say it's a win.
Well, it's definitely a win.
Yeah, at Louisiana, that should be a win. But you never know with the Raging Cajuns. Homecoming versus Georgia State. That should be a win. Old Dominion, win. Coastal Carolina, at Coastal, I have no idea. That's James Madison. Again, well, actually, versus James Madison. I'll call it a win. and Georgia Southern would be a win. So that's like, what, 7?
Yeah, and they're over under 7.5.
Yeah, under 7.5.
All right, moving on. We have the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina, bringing back their their offensive line's pretty much coming back for new quarterback compared to last year. Defense has pretty much brought back a lot of their starters for their senior years. Their non-conference schedules are at Jacksonville State, William and Mary, at Temple, and then home against Virginia. Their over/under is 6.5. This team is a complete crapshoot. What was that, Chris?
Yeesh.
Yeah. This team's a complete crapshoot, but with the home games that this team has, I got them winning 8 games and going over. They're not my team to win to make it out of the East, though. I just have them at 8 wins. And I have them going over by a lot, actually. Ryan also has them going over 8. Or has them going over 6.5, too. John, what are you doing?
Who are you even talking about? I lost count. I lost track.
Coastal Carolina.
I'll go under, I guess.
Christian?
I'm gonna go over. You know, they've been a fun team to watch. You know, I had the privilege to preview one of their games a couple years ago on the site.
Was that the BYU game?
Yes, it was. And look, that's when they had Grayson McCall and everything, and just the command and control of his that he had of his offense. That's just what really stood out to me. And they run a pro-like offense, which is rare at the collegiate level. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was whichever guy was open, they were getting the ball.
Yeah, no, and last year they kind of took a step back from that with the fact that they didn't have McCall was hurt. So they really didn't have. They were running more of the option play, but they were running it almost like the '94 Nebraska team.
Yeah.
So it was the option. It was the wishbone option, but it was more the pro style wishbone, which did not work. What's up?
What's the over under for Coastal?
6.5.
Yeah, over. Way over.
Okay.
I'll drop one more nugget for the App State game. That's the blackout game for Coastal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so App State's losing that. November 7th, the blackout.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be interesting.
So I got Coastal. Yeah, Coastal definitely.
All right. Next team I have is Georgia Southern. Their non-conference games are Boise State, Nevada, South Carolina State, and Miss. They bring back 8 players from their defense, including Terrell Davis, the safety, junior safety, who's probably one of the best safeties in the sunbelt, who probably will be going pro.
Oh, ow.
Yeah. The offense, they're only bringing back 4 guys, new quarterback, pretty much new line. That's where this is going to hurt them. I got them only winning 4 games. Their over/under is 4.5. I got them or 5.5. I got them going under Ryan has them going over. John, what are you taking?
Over.
Christian? Did Christian bounce real quick? Yeah, he did. All right, Chris.
My bad. I didn't realize I was still muted. I said under.
Under? Okay.
Yeah.
Chris.
Over under 4.5.
Yeah, I just typed it in the chat. 5.5.
A 5.5. Under.
Okay. Yeah, we'll burn through that one quick. All right, next team, the Georgia State Panthers. Zach Gibson, quarterback, was a transfer portal guy. They brought nobody on offense. They have nobody on defense. This is gonna hurt them bad. Their over/under is 4.5. Their non-conference games are Georgia Tech, Chattanooga, Vanderbilt, and what's the last one? Connecticut. Connecticut can beat this team. This team will sneak over 4.5 and win 5 games, but it's not going to be pretty. They get 5 wins. Ryan also has them going over, and I apologize for the noise in the background. I live about a block away from a state fair going on right now. Yeah, exactly. John, over under 4.5.
Under.
Who's this?
Georgia State.
Okay.
Christian, what do you got?
Ain't nobody care.
Yeah, yep. I'm just gonna
look. You know you're gonna get one of them from me.
Georgia State's a good one to have. I thought it was gonna come when we got to Old Dominion.
Oh, I can say one for them too. Don't nobody care.
Chris, what do you got?
Ow. 4.5, you said?
Yes.
Oh. The first win may come on September 28th because Georgia Tech, Chattanooga, and Vandy. I can't believe I said a team's going to lose to Vandy, but that's right.
They're going to beat Chattanooga.
UConn, maybe. It depends. Then they're going to get... Arkansas State's going to murder them. Yeah, I could totally see 4. 4.5, there's under, but 4, yeah.
Yeah. All right, the James Madison Dukes. Their over-under is 8. They bring back a whole new defense. 2 people from the old team is back this year, and they only bring back 3 people on offense. Here's the problem. They loaded up with a lot of players in the transfer portal and from JUCO schools that are in the top 50. Their non-conference games are Charlotte, Gardner-Webb at North Carolina, and Welcome to Ball State. This team, I think, might see a loss if they're lucky against North Carolina. I have them winning 11 games and getting to the Sunbelt Conference in the as the team from the East. Give me the over. Ryan also takes the over.
What in the... All right, James Mattis, you got a weird-ass fucking schedule, I'll tell you that.
And remember, the only reason JMU last year was not in their conference final was because of the fact that they were still in the penalization for being into a new conference. So,
What's your over-under?
8. John, while he's doing that, what are you taking?
Over.
Okay, Christian.
This is for who?
JMU. The Dukes of James Madison.
I'm gonna say slightly over.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been competitive.
Yeah. Chris, what do you
8.
got? 8 is the over-under.
I'm gonna push.
Really?
Just 8.
Okay.
Because Charlotte, they can win. Gardner Webb, they'll win. North Carolina, ha ha ha.
We'll get to the ACC. I'm going to tell you right now, who the fuck is playing quarterback for the Tar Heels?
Brucey from the longest yard.
Yeah, yep. If he can barely kick an onside kick too.
The funniest scene from that whole movie,
Yeah.
he was like, God, Brucey can't throw for shit.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
matter because, well, it wouldn't matter because football is a team sport. You have the shitty quarterback. You can run the ball. You can run the ball.
Okay.
Who's
and then
running?
They load the box up, and then they dare you to throw. Then what?
Hold on. You know what?
Exactly.
I have this right here. Let me see something. Who the fuck is even running the ball for North Carolina? Because North Carolina hasn't. They were not good last year, even with the freaking second pick of the draft. Quarterback. Okay, they have a running back still coming back. They have brand new offensive line. They bring back their defense that they had last year, but this is
Hold on. God damn it. Hold on. I'll find out.
I'm looking at it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I actually have to have the damn captions on. I shouldn't say what the guy's fucking saying, so
Well,
I'm actually doing it and trying to do everything at the same time.
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
better.
I was gonna say you don't have to worry about it. We'll talk about it when we get to the ACC. We don't have to do it right this second. But no, just you got them pushing. I think North Carolina is gonna be a game they actually win. I don't think they lose a game. I think they lose one game, and that might be to App State. But I still think they get 10, 11 wins.
What? Sorry.
No, you're good. Just explain. We're going to Marshall next. The Thundering Herd. 6.5 is their over under. You know what? I had originally them winning 6 games. I am changing this fucking thing. Because, boy, I don't think they're going to do shit. They bring in one person from their offense. It is a brand new offense. And only 3 people on their defense. They're out of conference games. They're Stony Brook, at Virginia Tech, at Ohio State, and West Virginia. This team is gonna go under hard. This team does not win 6 games. They do not go bowling. Ryan also has them under 6. Christian, what are you taking?
Ain't nobody care.
Yeah, well, John.
I'll say over. I always liked Marshall.
Chris, the Thundering Herd.
Hold on. Marshall?
Yep.
Up schedule. Goddamn stupid Xbox. I don't care about your goddamn cookies, alright? Leave me alone. Every goddamn time. Alright. What is it? How many?
6.5. I just put it in chat.
Alright. Ow! Back to back. Yeah. That is a damn. That is a punch. September.
Oh yeah.
After you beat the hell out of Stony Brook, got a job in Blacksburg, and then Columbus. Ow! That is brutal. Then we got App State, whatever. Then Sunbelt.
Yeah. Then the sunbelt games. Marshall's not winning 6.
Yeah, I could see 6. I could see 6.
So yeah, you still have them under and going bowling. All right, that's fair. All right, Old Dominion.
Yeah, and it looks like the quarterback for North Carolina is going to be Connor Harrell, maybe.
All right, Old Dominion. Their over-under is 5. They bring 5 people on defense, 4 people on offense. The quarterback is back for them, which is great for them. But, unfortunately, their schedule does not show them any favors. They open up the season at South Carolina, home against East Carolina, home against Virginia Tech, which is a rival game that Virginia Tech was going to come in pissed off at, and then at Bowling Green. This team wins 3 games. Ryan has it under, they beat Bowling Green, Arkansas State.
No, not sure. Sorry.
What?
My bad. Sorry. Not sure. I just pulled up their depth chart. Max Johnson is. Sorry.
Maybe Bowling Green, maybe Georgia Southern, maybe Marshall, maybe Arkansas State. They could technically go over. Wouldn't shock me one bit, but I have them going under 5 with 3 wins. Ryan has them also going under. John, what are you taking?
Under.
Okay. Christian, just say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this again?
Old Dominion. Read the chat. I'm sending you what we do next for the chat, so you can pull it up.
On. I'm sorry. Because the stupid thing last time was perfect because I had all the schedule shit pulled up. Sunbelt, of course, has to be freaking annoying. What the fuck? All right, Old Dominion, you suck. What's your under?
5.
Let me see. South Carolina, East Carolina, Tech, yikes. Bowling Green can win. Coastal, Yeah, I could totally see 4.
All right.
4.
Yeah. All right. Next team, we're going to the West. Arkansas State, 5.5 over under. Their non-conference games are Central Arkansas, Tulsa, at Michigan, and at Iowa State. Oh, there's 2 losses right there. This team has not played well. They bring back a lot of offensive players. But defense is where their holes are going to be. They're going to give up a ton of points, and they're not really going to score a lot. I got them winning 5 games just going under.
Waterfall. Ew. Ooh. Ow.
Ryan also has them going under. John, what do you have them at?
Under.
Okay. Christian?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, that's an under. Chris?
See here. What is it?
Arkansas, 5.5.
5.5. Plus 3. Yeah, if Texas State and Troy are as good as advertised, I could totally see that. Because I don't know what the Red Wolves did, but ow! Tulsa? Well, they could beat Tulsa, maybe, because that's home.
Yeah.
Then they got to go to the big house. And then Iowa State.
And then they got Cyclones.
Yeah. Back to back. Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no waterfalls in those two games. Yeah, about that.
What do you have them going? Oh, you have them under?
Yeah, I got them under. Yeah,
All right.
easily.
Next, the Raging Cajuns of Louisville. Or Louisiana, sorry.
Ooh, the Raging Cajun.
Their over-under is 7.5. Their out-of-conference games are Grambling, at Kennesaw State, home against Tulane, and at Wake Forest. Again, their over-under is 7.5. I think they could beat Wake Forest. I don't like it. They bring back a lot of players on offense, including their entire line. A lot of players on defense, including their pretty much their entire backfield. I got them making a bowl, but only winning 6 games. They're under their win total, but they go bowling. Ryan also has them going under.
Under.
Okay. Christian?
I'll take the under.
Yeah. Chris?
I'm looking here.
Okay.
One. Cranberry? They could beat them. Kennesaw win. Yeah, Tulane's going to mute the hell out of them. Of course. Ow, ow, ow. Ugh. And this is over under what?
7.5.
Yeah, I won't go under. We're definitely going to go under. We're going to bowl fairly.
Yeah. All right. Next on the list is the Southern Alabama Jaguars. They're bringing in pretty much nobody on defense. They're bringing their receiving core back for one more year for Southern Alabama. Too bad they like to run the ball a lot. Their non-conference games are North Texas, at Ohio, Northwestern State, and LSU. At LSU. Their over-under is 6.5. This is another team that I see going bowling, but they're just under their 6.5. I got them with 7 wins. Or not 7 wins, sorry. 6 wins, and they just squeak under. Ryan has them going over. John, what do you have?
Over.
Okay. Christian?
Over.
Chris?
6.5.
Yep.
If they have a good squad, I could totally see them with maybe 6, maybe 7. I don't know, but if they suck or if LSU beats the hell out of them, yikes.
Well, yeah, they go from LSU to back into Arkansas State right after that. That's a trap game.
Yeah, but Arkansas State's already going to be licking their wounds from Michigan and freaking Iowa State the same time. Yeah, I can totally. So, you said 7?
6.5.
6.5, yeah, over. They'll go 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next team on the list is the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. No Frank Gore Jr. in this team anymore. Their non-conference games are Kentucky, Southeast Louisiana, South Florida, and Jacksonville State.
Harvard University.
Yeah. Over-under's 4.5. I got this team winning 4. They bring nobody back on offense, nobody really back on defense. The head coach is not good. Probably the head coach is going to get fired after this year. They win 4 games and don't go bowling. Ryan also has them under. John?
Christian, you want to handle this for me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it for you, Christian? Are you going to take...
Mm-hmm.
Under. Damn.
Okay. Next team, the Texas State Bobcats.
Southeastern could even beat them. USF, Bill. Oh. Ow. Yeah.
Yeah. Next team on the list is the Southeastern Bobcat. Southeastern. God damn it. The Texas State Bobcats. They bring back a lot of players, including getting Jordan McLeod out of the transfer portal from Coastal Carolina.
The squad that I thought that was made up to play Rutgers.
Yep. Their scheduled non-conference is Lamar, UTSA, Arizona State, and at Sam Houston. This team is going to come out pissed off. A lot, because last year they should have gotten a better deal. They didn't. Their teams that they played Jackson State, that was 77-33. They've beaten Baylor, which no one thought was going to happen. They can upset a lot of teams, and they have a very easy schedule this year. Their over-under is 7.5. I got them winning 9 games.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll be right back, Ronnie.
All right. Ryan also has them going over. John, what do you got?
Over.
Chris, what do you got?
Yeah, over. My God, they got Lamar. UTSA win.
Yeah. Especially after they've lost to UTSA last year at UTSA.
The only guaranteed loss I could see is Arizona State. That's it.
I don't even know who on Arizona State can actually beat them. I don't know much about Arizona State this year.
Arizona State better be able to beat Eat 'em Up University. Yeah, if you go to their site, every time you see something or you hit something that says "Eat 'em Up," I'm like, holy shit.
Eat 'em Up Cats.
Yeah, eat 'em up. Yeah, unfortunately, Hamilton can't eat shit. That's all they are eating.
Yep. All right. Next team will be Troy. Their over-under is 7. Their non-conference games are Nevada, at Memphis, at Iowa, and the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Whew. New coach coming in this year. He's 0-6 overall. I got this team winning 8 games. It's Troy. Troy's got a pedigree when it comes to this shit. They'll go over their 7. I don't have them making the conference title game, though. They win 8. Ryan also has them going over. John, what do you have?
Over.
Chris?
Who is it? 5 what?
Troy, 7.
Oh, 7. All right, let me see. Oh, that's a murderer's row to start off. My God.
Not really. The only team they have that's really tough in that is Memphis and Iowa.
Nevada's winnable.
No. Yeah, they can. Nevada sucks this year.
Yeah, Nevada's winnable, but it's at Nevada. That's fun. No, it's not.
Home.
Sorry. Memphis, yeah, no. Iowa, yeah, right. So, I'll have them go over.
Okay. And finally, the Louisiana of Monroe Warhawks. Their over-under is, ULM. Their over-under is 2.5. Their teams that they meet at a conference is Jackson State at home against UAB, at Texas, and at Auburn. Oh, thank God Auburn does not have to see New Mexico State again this year. Because, that was not good. They bring back nobody on offense except their left guard and a couple guys in the backfield for their defense. This team, I could see winning 3 games, at least winning 2 in Jackson State and UAB, and then falling into another one down the road and win 3 games. Ryan has them going under. John?
I'll say over.
Okay. Chris?
Schedule is horrible. I'm done with the site. Alright, but yeah. Ugh. Texas. Ow! What the hell did they do to get Auburn? What? Oh. But over under 2.5?
Yeah, 2.5.
Over, because they can get 3 at least.
Yeah. Okay. And when Christian comes back, we'll get his.
I'm back.
Okay. Real quick. Texas State over under 7.5.
I'll take the over.
Okay. Troy over under 7.
Ain't nobody care.
Okay. And this one you should have saved that for. Louisiana Monroe over under 2.5.
Oh, don't nobody really care.
All right. So, who do you have? So, right now, the Sunbelt Conference I have, it will be James Madison versus Texas State. And I have Texas State actually winning the Sunbelt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Christian, who are you taking to be the conference title game?
Who were the first 2 teams that we
No, we did Appalachian State and Coastal Carolina in the East.
Yep, that's my 2 right there.
Well, it's the East versus the West. They actually didn't. They didn't. They still have divisions.
All right, I'll go Appalachian State and Texas State.
Okay, and then who do you think's gonna win?
Appalachian.
Okay. Chris?
I got Texas State and Troy. I think.
Troy's in the West.
Oh, sorry. So Texas State and James Madison then.
Okay.
And Texas State.
Okay.
But eat them up.
I'll ask Ryan when if he jumps in. But all right, we're good there. Let's go to the NFL. By the way, next week is gonna be a little bit longer because we technically have 3 conferences to go over. Even though 1 is a 1 team, 2 is 2, and the Mountain West is the Mountain West. Because we are covering the Mountain West, the Pac-2, and Notre Dame. So, that's next week. Getting closer and closer to the deeper teams.
So the Mountain West Pac-2 and Independent.
Yeah, we're not going to cover UConn. Really, the only team we're going to cover is Notre Dame on that. Because, for all honesty, I could give 2 flying fucks about UConn. And Christian, you can just say it for UMass.
You'll be lucky if I even show up next week.
Yeah, I'd rather take a soldering iron to my eyes.
I said what I said.
Yeah, well, you're going to show up. You just won't talk about UMass because neither will I.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right. So, going to our NFL predictions, we dive into the NFC West. We will start off with the 49ers. I'm not really going to, like I said, with the other one, I'm not going to jump into who they're playing, what the big things are, because honest to God, unless you need to, if you really care that much, go look at it yourself. The Niners open up with the Jets on Monday Night Football. Their over-under is 11. I personally think they take a step back. They have a Madden curse on them. I don't think they win 11. I think they're going to go under and win 10 games and keep the door open for another team. But I think they go under 11. What did Ryan have? Ryan has over. John?
Under.
Okay. Christian?
I think they go over because they're the best team in the NFC. Their biggest threat is themselves. When they're healthy, I don't think there's a team in the NFC that can beat them. The only time they really struggle is when injuries pile up. You look at it a couple years ago in the NFC Championship against the Eagles. Yeah, I'll continue to say it. If Brock Purdy doesn't go down, I think the 49ers win that game. I kept saying that season the 49ers were the biggest threat to the Philadelphia Eagles.
I was gonna say which one, because if he didn't go down against the Kansas City Chiefs, they could have won that one too.
Who, Brock?
Yeah,
he didn't get hurt.
They never reported it, but he got hurt.
I mean, everyone's hurt at that point in the season.
No, he got hurt during the game. Like he slowed down a lot during the game.
Yeah. But and then look, they play Philadelphia in the regular season last year, and to me, that's what broke the Philadelphia Eagles was the simple fact that they went in there and they just punched them in the mouth. I said it a lot last year. The bully don't like getting bullied. And look, they're going to be a tough out once again. And if you want to get anywhere in the NFC, this is the team you're going to have to beat. They win this division. Once again, they're the best team in this division. The rest of the division is going to be interesting. There's only one team, I think, that could challenge them. And I know we'll probably get into them in a couple of minutes in the NFC West is what I'm saying. But listen, they have the best running back in football. Deebo Samuel is the jack of all trades. You have one of the best tight ends in football in Kittle. And then defensively, they're going to be solid. What hurts them is their secondary. And they're going to get a boost back with Hufanga, the guy that they've compared to Troy Polamalu. They're going to be a tough out once again. But I just want to see
Chase.
Can they. And man, don't nobody care about him. He's wasted space. Honestly, look, they're going to be a tough out in a regular season. It's the playoffs that concerns me.
And hello, Ryan.
What's up, guys?
Nothing. Actually talking about the NFC West.
Okay, cool. You can just still go. You can just, keep doing my picks like you've been doing them because I don't remember what they were and I left that paper at work.
Well, you have this. We're on the Niners right now. You have them going over 11.
Yeah, we're just starting. Yeah. I think they're the only one I've got.
Yeah. Yep. But all right.
Okay.
Yeah. So Christian, I forgot. Are you taking them going over 11, or do you have them going under?
I think they can win 12. I really do.
Okay.
Look, they. You know what? I'm just gonna bring up their schedule. Okay.
I will. I'll pull it up real quick. They open up with the Jets.
Yeah, and I think that's a win, right there. Then they go to Minnesota. That could be a trap game because you remember Minnesota got them last year on Monday night, but then again they weren't healthy. I expect them to be healthy going into week 2, so I think that's a win right there.
With Sam Darnold at the helm.
Oh, that's definitely a win.
Yeah, I was gonna say you forgot about that.
Yeah.
At LA.
A win because they always seem to play the Rams and really beat them up. I mean, they instill that physical style so bad on the Rams that the Rams fail to recover. So I think that's a win right there. So, okay, that's 3-0.
New England.
That's a win.
Yep. Arizona.
That's a win.
At Seattle.
That's a win.
This is possibly their first loss. They're home against KC.
Yeah, I think that's a loss for sure. I just think Kansas City just seems to have their number.
Look, you also got to take into account Kansas City's going to be a little fucked up this season because they thought the city was going to buy them new stadiums, and now they're shopping for a new home.
Yeah, here's a game that I would be interested in. It's going to be Sunday Night Football, and it's home against Dallas.
They own Dallas. I think that's a win right there, too. They just always seem to beat up on Dallas, win the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, move the ball up the field, and then they force Dak Prescott to become a quarterback to win a shootout. And we all know that's not Dak Prescott's box. He's a game manager. Hand the ball off, use your play action, take a shot or two down the field. No, they dare him to throw the ball from the pocket every single time.
At Tampa?
To me, that's trap game written all over it. You know, I think Tampa is sneaky good. And that's the one thing that a lot of people don't realize. But, you know, I think San Fran can travel and get them. I think that's a win as well.
That's actually, yeah. Then they're home against Seattle.
A win.
Here's where there's going to be a sneaky loss. They have back-to-back at Green Bay and then at Buffalo.
Yeah, I think the Green Bay game is a loss, and I think that's a preview of what's to come.
Well, it's also both going to be probably really cold weather games. You're talking the last week of November and the first week of December, and then home. Luckily, they're home. Then they have Chicago. If that was at Chicago, I would be fucking worried about 3 losses in a row.
Listen, I don't think the cold's gonna bother them because what have I told you in years past? When your physicality travels, and it doesn't matter where you play. They're a hard hitting team.
I get that, but also too, you're going from November and October from home against Kansas City, home against Dallas, in warm Florida, then home against Seattle, and then go from San Francisco to Green Bay and Buffalo.
Yeah, but I think they lose to Green Bay, and I think they lose to Buffalo.
Yep. Like I said, home against Chicago.
That's a win.
Home against the Rams.
That's a win.
At Miami. Win.
That's a win because I don't trust Miami.
Home against Detroit.
I think the Lions get them.
And then the flex against Arizona.
And then they went out. So we're looking at 12-5, maybe 13-4, maybe even 14-3.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 14-3.
But all right, Chris, what do you got?
I mean, if the over-under is 11, I see him winning 12. So yeah.
Okay.
As much as I cannot stand the damn Niners, because all I do is fucking whine and cry.
Fuck you, J-Cat.
That's what they do. My God.
Cock-sucking chicken shit
motherfucker. It's like, they are still talking about getting screwed by the Chiefs. You didn't get screwed. You lost. Game is we lost. Okay? Done. Move on. God damn.
Yeah, you hear that, J-Cat? Fuck you.
Fuck you,
That's right, fuck you.
bitch.
Wait, is that IKEA furniture that just got thrown?
Yes, it sure as hell was.
Fuck you!
Damn.
Dude, Raider Dave's on one. He hasn't come out of his room all day. I don't know what's pissing him off.
Did he eat the brownies?
Christ.
No, if he ate the brownies, he'd have been mellow.
Did he drink the absinthe? Is he seeing colors?
I don't know. He just keeps screaming Raider Dave over and over again.
Oh, we lost him. Yeah, at least he didn't get stabbed in the neck 37 times.
I think he's feeling some remorse over having Vinny killed for 2 packs of Cools.
Did somebody say Coles?
Oh God.
What's up, Slutback McGee?
Oh, you found out my new screen name. Congratulations. It's for my oh God, my back.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
You're going to go out there trying to put DVDAs, aren't you?
Nah, it's like NAACPs.
No, not NAACPs, DVDAs.
Depends on who's asking.
Probably not Raider Dave.
Nah, but apparently everybody else in LA needs to get on their horse, because the Rams are definitely my team, if you get my drift. I just heard this silence. I just heard Christian sigh.
Mute this motherfucker.
My phone's cutting in and out because, over the river and through the woods, I got to stop by the grocery store before I go home.
Your cat?
Yep.
Getting that, need that angry? Oh, good.
Dude.
Hey, at least you, not getting yelled
My,
at.
my problem with the Rams is they did not replace Aaron Donald, and that's going to hurt him bad.
Jared Versus is maybe not Aaron Donald level, but we don't. No one's gonna be you don't know what the rookie's coming in that's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and I mean, look, there is no replacing Aaron Donald. He's a future Hall of Fame caliber defensive tackle for a reason.
You picked up Blake Corum. You got something that helps your backfield out.
Right, and watch out for Byron Young. That's who they're going to build this defense around. Like, he has to be big time this year for the Rams to make some noise. What's their over-under?
8.5.
I think they can win 9 games, but I think the NFC is going to be a lot tougher this year. And they could be one of those teams on the outside looking in of the playoff picture.
By the way, me and you are in sync with that. Both. I have 9. I have 9 wins also.
Who?
You have the under for the Rams because they're the Rams.
Oh, yeah. Because they're the Rams, yeah. They're going to fucking suck.
John, the Rams, 8.5 wins.
Under.
Chris, under. Okay. I think, and Christian, tell me if I'm wrong about this. Blake Corum.
Yeah.
Are they going to use him more for the kicking game?
They could, or they're going to use him in a lot of, like, third and short yardage situations because that's where he thrived in college, and I could see him being used in the red zone a lot. Yeah. I mean, look, I think he's a 3-down back.
Dude, this new kickoff, if you are a speedster, you should be getting this kickoff at any point because guys like Tyreek Hill or Xavier Worthy, can flat out run, yeah, that's going to be terrifying to get those kickoffs. Because we got the XFL kickoffs this year. But, all right, going to Seattle. Seattle is over-under is 7.5. I have them only getting 6 wins. I think this team still doesn't have a direction yet. They brought a new coach this year, right?
Right, yeah.
Is this their first year?
They have a new head coach, Mike McDonald. He was the defensive coordinator of the Ravens last year, and now he comes in, and I think this is a great hire for Seattle because he's young. I think he's going to relate to this younger group of players than Pete could these last couple of years. And I mean, look, there's nothing against Pete Carroll. I thought he was good. He just needed to step down. It was time. Because look, it's a young man's league now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I want to see what Mike's learned because listen, he started at Michigan with Jim Harbaugh. Then he goes to Baltimore and learns from John Harbaugh. So he's learned from two of the best, right? Two guys who have won where they've been. I mean, Jim's just coming off that national championship, and John Harbaugh has a championship, has a Super Bowl under his belt. But I want to see if Seattle can get back to their defensive prowess. And I think that's why they hired Mike McDonald, because the last couple years, Seattle's been terrible on the defensive side of the ball. We know they can score points, but it's been their lack in their inconsistent ability to get off the field on third down. That's where they were being attacked at the most. I look at Geno Smith, and what version of him are you going to get? Because he's not the guy that he was in 2022. He was figured out, and he really didn't expand his game. Yeah, you still have Metcalf, you still have Lockett, you still have Smith and Jigba, and that's a formidable trio.
This team can start 4-1.
They could, but I think it's going to be kind of like what you saw in Pete Carroll's first year with Seattle. I think they go 7-10. And the reason why I say that is because I see them losing both games to San Francisco. I see them losing both games to the Rams. That's 4 losses right there. Here, I'm looking at their schedule.
So I got them going 4-1, getting up to that San Francisco game. They can beat Denver. They can beat New England. Miami's tough. Detroit's tough, but they can beat one of those two. Especially Seattle on a Monday night game is near fucking impossible. And then and then home against the Giants, you're 4-1 going into Seattle. I have a feeling you're going to see a lot of radio heads and going to start talking up this team, thinking that they're the real deal. That's where you bet against them and you fucking flatten them out, because then they got a nightmare of San Francisco at Atlanta at 1:00, and then Buffalo, the Rams, and at San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm looking at that stretch. I'm looking at that stretch.
And then they come back crashing down to earth.
Yeah, I'm looking at that stretch right there. Going into Atlanta, that could be a tough game. Buffalo won't be easy.
1:00 against Kirk Cousins.
Right, and the Rams, the Rams always seem to play the Seahawks tough. We know San Francisco has been a thorn in their side the last couple years. But, yeah, I think it's going to be tough for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I have them getting 6 wins. I have them going under. Rye, you have them going under. John, what do you got?
Under.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah. New coach. New coach. Pete Carroll's no longer there. So, the game passed him by, but nobody could motivate like Pete Carroll could. Pete Carroll had guys ready to run through walls for him. I don't know if Mike McDonald's going to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to go under. It'll be a tough first year, but I'm going to go under.
Okay. And finally, the Arizona Cardinals. Their over-under this year is 7. I think you are going to start seeing strides, especially with someone like Marvin Harrison Jr., Max Milton coming. Especially Max Milton coming out of Rutgers is probably one of the best pickups that they could get for their cornerbacks on their defense, because God forbid they had no secondary help. Isaiah Adams for offensive tackle at Illinois is one of the better offensive tackles that you can find later in the year. They're going to make the right steps in the right direction, but they do not get what they need to get over the hump. They win 6 games and they come in last in the West. I have them going under.
Yeah, and, last year, I think everybody thought they were just going to be a doormat for everyone. The team, that punching bag. And that wasn't the case last year. They played tough. They just struggled to close games out. And I think year 2 under Jonathan Gannon, they'll take strides. Like you said, they finally got the quarterback a weapon in Marvin Harrison Jr. They're going to continue to bolster up that offensive line. Defensively, they need a playmaker on that side of the ball, and they don't really have that, and that's what I think is going to hold them back. Because think about it. Everybody in that division has a playmaker on the defense, or a group of playmakers on the defensive side of the ball. You look at the 49ers. They have Bosa, they have Armstead, and they have Fred Warner, and I think that's the best defensive trio in the National Football League. Seattle, they have some guys. I got to look it up just so I know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's right. They got Zay Jones.
Yep. Seahawks depth chart.
Seahawks are Arizona.
They got Jaron Reed. They got Leonard Williams, who I think is going to be really good. You got Rayshawn Jenkins in the back end. Jesus Christ. You got Tyrell Dotson, Boy Mafi. And then you look at the Rams. They have a young group. They have Byron Young, and Jared Verse, I think, is going to be good for them as well. So the Cardinals don't really have that playmaker on the defensive side.
The only one that's still there, maybe not young, but it's Sean Murphy Bunting
for the Rams.
For the Cardinals.
Yeah, and he brings experience. Remember, he won a Super Bowl with Tampa.
Like I said, Max Milton is going to be their starting cornerback. What does Rutgers normally do? Produce really good fucking quarterbacks under Schiano.
Ain't nobody care.
Yeah, the Patriots say different with the McCourty brothers.
Ain't nobody care.
They got some young guys that need to prove themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think they win 6 games. And Brian, you have them going under. Christian, are you the same way? You have them going under?
Yeah, I said between 5 and 6 games.
Okay. John?
Under.
It's going under across the board.
Yep. All right, guys. I'm out of here.
Chris, what are you taking?
What is
You already said under? And that is the West.
What's the line?
Like... 7. Sorry.
All right, Ronnie. I'm out of here.
All right, see ya.
All right, man.
I'm going to say over. I think they win 8.
Okay.
They have to improve on Buchanan. They have to. Let's start.
I get you on that. But all right, there is one thing I want to do real quick before we get into it. Tomorrow is the 4th of July.
Oh boy.
What? Besides Chris, besides
we're gonna have a new champ.
Yep, we are going to have a new champion.
90 seconds.
Yeah.
Because Vegan Hot Dog Boy needed to bail out.
Vegan Hot Dog Boy, what?
Oh yeah, the reason that Joey Chestnut is not doing the Nathan's hot dog eating contest is because he has a vegan hot dog sponsor, and Nathan's would not allow him to wear his sponsorships on stage.
Nathan said no because Joe.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm sure. That is fucked up. Well, there's the woman, so you know.
Yeah. Well, that should be Mickey Sudo. So the
A vegan
over.
hot dog does kind of hot dog.
What?
I said a vegan hot dog does kind of spit in the face of hot dogs.
Yeah.
And then after the hot dog eating cuts, got the cornhole championship. Yeah.
So the over under for what they're thinking for it is: will somebody eat over 50 hot dogs in the time
10
for the
seconds.
men? For the men.
Under.
I'm going to say over. 50 is kind of the average. It's a lot of sodium. That's all I got to say about that. It's a lot of sodium.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll go over, slightly over 50. Because the last second place guy, I think, ate like 60, I think it was.
Yeah. Oh, God. And for the women, the favorite right now, over under, is the eat 40. That's going over.
In a
Yeah, she's shoveling down 40 hot dogs down her throat.
40 wieners in a row?
Yeah, dipped in water, so it's nice and lubed up. I'm here all week. Try the veal.
So, who are we losing?
Hold on, Ryan, to answer that question.
Gay!
What was that, Chris?
CFL. So who are we losing to this week?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and we'll throw those out right now. Actually, that's a good question. Let me pull up the CFL, and then we can get into Money in the Bank.
But because I was like, hey, maybe we were playing the West, and we're actually pretty good. Nope. Hamilton sucks.
All right, here we go. July 4th. The Argos are 4.5-point favorites against the Riders. Don't worry, it doesn't really matter. That's just for show. The Argos are going to beat the Riders.
The Riders, yeah.
Actually, no. I'm actually going to take the Riders. It's home against the Riders. The Argos are away, and they're dogs.
Well, Toronto doesn't have a quarterback right now.
That's fair.
It's obvious.
Yep.
Kelly's suspended, so they don't have him, and they're hurting.
Yeah.
But Hamilton sucks, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, you're right. All right. The Stampeders take on the Alouettes. The Alouettes are 9.5-point favorites. Again, don't worry about the points. That's just for show. The Alouettes are going to win straight up.
Yeah. Montreal is right now one of the best teams in the CFL. They're fucking good. Yep. Right now, it's it's Montreal and BC.
And speaking of BC, thank you for that segue. The BC Lions are 5-point favorites against the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
5? Only 5? Dude, they need to be 10-point favorites. We suck.
It's on the road. That's why. It's in Hamilton.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's on the road. We're going to choke it away. It's what we do.
Yeah, give me BC.
We are the Buffalo Bills of the CFL. Every time we think we're going to do good, we...
Jesus. Every time they mess up, they sound like Pac-Man. Waka, 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 waka. Give him that good old Huck Tui.
Like, oh, again,
One day you're going to get
Hamilton
sitting on dicks, Ron.
the 2022 Grey Cup.
Right.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Can't just be out there hawk tooing, man.
Yeah, well, depends on who you ask.
All right, so I guess Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank!
Yeah, Money in the Bank, not Monet.
No. Yeet in the Bank. All right. Wait, I'm on Heat Wave. Here we go. The first match. Right now they have it as the men's Money in the Bank match. We'll kick it off. Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus LA Knight, versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeet.
Yeet.
I think Jay wins because someone is going to cost Drew again.
Apparently.
You know what I'm talking about.
Apparently they're saying AJ.
Look, we have massive potential for run-ins in this match.
It's going to be AJ. I think it'll be Punk.
We can put the potential for run-ins in this match up there with, like, the Dudleys, Hardys, Edge, and Christian.
Yeah, Andrade could be the
Because-
entire LWO. Gable could be the Wyatts.
Not just Gable the Wyatts, man. I think Jey Uso is going to tie into the Wyatts. They debuted during his segment.
Yeah. Well, he don't want
not for
that.
nothing.
He's already said he don't want that smoke, so.
I don't think he has a choice, man. He turned on his family. I think that's what the Wyatts are going after, is people that turned on their families.
Carmelo Hayes technically did that too with Trick.
Yeah. So I think,
Okay.
well, Jey Uso didn't really turn on the Bloodline. I mean, he got kicked out of the Bloodline.
Doesn't matter. They're still a family unit that he's not part of.
Yeah.
And I think that's why promos. I think that's why with the promos they originally went right away with the your brother died stuff.
Oh, I actually like Jay. I think Gable's fucked by the way at 6. Andrade is just there.
There's a few people that the Wyatt Six could attack in this match, but yeah, I agree with Chris. Andrade's just there.
Andrade, what are you talking about? The Speed Champion doesn't mean anything?
No.
Wait, hold on. Just think about this for a second. You gave the Speed Champion to a guy who looks like a drug dealer.
Bow. You can't write that, buddy.
No, we're not PG. I don't think that's PG.
Dude, WWE's Jay on all the posters. He's the guy. Yeet in the Bank. I'm sorry.
It's Jay. Jay wins.
Yeet.
I want to think that, but I don't think so.
John?
If he wins, here's why. If he wins, he'll be set up to be the next Dolph Ziggler, fucking Jack Swagger. He's not ready for that big a push yet. And if they do it, they're going to fail.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see LA Knight get it. I think his pop is getting.
Well, he can't be worse than Otis. So, you know.
Otis you can't fault Otis. Otis was the booking of bad fucking timing with COVID.
Dude, yeah, it was awful booking. And then Tucker screwed him and screwed himself out of a job.
But Otis is Money in the Bank run. You can't blame on Otis because he worked better with a crowd. He got over with the crowd. The crowd is what got him that briefcase. Then COVID hit and he's working in front of nobody.
As much as you want to say it, I mean, who is the worst Money in the Bank winner?
Corbin.
Corbin.
Corbin?
Yeah.
Kennedy.
No, Kennedy got fucked over because he injured everybody.
Kennedy got fucked over because he was injury prone.
That too. I mean, he did injure Randy Orton at the height of Randy Orton's run.
Yeah, Otis lost
I know people.
it back to the Miz via technicality.
Kennedy lost it to Edge.
Yeah, Kennedy was the first.
Corbin straight up went and tried to cash in on Cena, and Cena said, "Not today, brother."
Yeah, yeah, it did Hogan his ass badly.
Yeah, Corbin. I mean, the other person you can technically say is Sandow.
Oh, Sandow got screwed, man.
But that's why I don't want to do that to Sandow. That's why I'll gladly do that to Corbin. And they even reference it. They even referenced it on Raw. Freaking Apollo Crews. You see that? Didn't you used to win one, Corbin? Did you really have to bring that up?
Sandow got screwed, but Otis, man, lost to the dumbest shit ever.
And Otis still got the woman at the end of it.
True.
He did. The thing is, Otis' tag team partner lost his damn
Oh,
job.
Tucker was a fucking waste of space anyway.
Yeah. Otis was gonna accuse on a tag team championship, and all of a sudden, Tucker hits him and fucks him out of it, and he gets it to the Miz. I'm like, what?
That's COVID for you.
And the thing is, the Miz actually cashes in and wins it, and then loses it anyway.
John, you're on mute. You can come off of mute.
I didn't want to interrupt anybody,
No,
so
you're-
I just figured I'd set it in.
Yeah. Who you taking?
Yeah.
LA Knight.
LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why you would have AJ Lee make a run in. Everyone's saying AJ Lee's going to run in and fuck Drew McIntyre over. Why? She has nothing to do it for Canada.
I mean, I'm sure she fucked some Canadians in her day.
You have a better chance of just sending in Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
Ooh, if they send in Trish, I'm a pop. I'm a pop like a fucking mark.
No, you're going to pop something else because you're going to be spending two. Never mind.
Fuck you.
It'd be lighting up. AJ will come out. Drew be like, what the hell? CM Punk will come out from under the ring and fuck.
What if CM Punk came down to the ring?
Dummy.
And literally
Dummy.
fucked him?
Yeah.
CM Punk in
That's
drag.
my question.
CM Punk in drag.
That's my.
God damn.
No.
Really?
No.
Ow.
What if it just comes down? What if CM Punk just walks down to the ring and legitimately fucks Drew McIntyre?
You made a whole new issue for the Wyatt Six. It make Heidenreich look like a tame motherfucker.
So I have Jay. Who do you have, Ronnie?
Jay.
Brian?
I got LA.
John.
I already said who I said.
We're just going around the horn again.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we have two Jey Uso and Trey Knights.
Yep. All right. Women's money in the bank. Honest to God, I'm gonna say this right now. This looks like it's gonna be entertaining. But whoever wins this, it feels like it's gonna be boring as shit. Io Sky, Chelsea Green.
Fucking match, dude.
What?
This is gonna be crazy. Io, Chelsea's a bump queen. My God.
Laura Valkyrie, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Zoe Stark. Here's the thing. There's only one heel, because Bayley has the title, that this makes any sense for. And that's Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green or Tiffany.
No, she's still too new.
Well, I have a feeling that, fans are pushing anyway. I have a feeling Chelsea's perfect and she's Canadian. So,
also, Chelsea could literally get that, like, Sandow type pop that I think she's also deserves it. Let's face it, too. She also deserves it, and if Bailey dropped it to Chelsea, the shit-eating fucking booze that she will get as a heel will be fucking great.
Yeah, I like Chelsea Ching. The other one I like, and this would be a pivot for WWE, seeing that the women's world heavyweight championship is shit now. And that would be Zoe Stark like cashing in on Liv Morgan right away. Because, goddamn, I'm sorry.
Sorry, creator wrestler still has a job. I'm surprised at that.
Zelina carried Liv Morgan.
Because Zelina's a good wrestler.
Yeah, she is. I mean, the fact that Zelina had to sell Rhea from Wish's horrible attempt at a prism trap. And she was like, all right, can I just reverse it now? This is pathetic. I mean, there's a reason why Bailey gets PLEs and Liv is getting the third match on Raw.
Well, that is also because they're trying to build a story.
Yeah, that's all they can do is build a story because they know as soon as Rhea comes back against Liv, it's over.
That's the point of the story. The point of the story is to make her a babyface.
Well, make Rhea a babyface.
Yeah.
God knows Liv ain't.
Yeah, that's the point. They're trying to make Liv the uber heel and make Rhea the uber babyface, and you're not gonna make her. She was getting cheered. This is the way you make her an uber babyface.
Yeah, but the problem is the uber heel has to actually have a match, and there's not going to be a match. It's going to be a massacre.
I can name. Randy Orton. Okay, I'm going to give you a match that, and Ryan, if Ryan remembers this, Randy Orton, Triple H.
Yeah.
Wasn't a match. Wasn't a match. It was a match, but it wasn't a match. That WrestleMania match where Randy Orton was going through the McMahons, that was a glorified murder from Hunter. Wasn't a match.
Yeah, that was a fight.
It was a fight. That's what Rhea and Liv are going to be. It's not that style, but it's going to be that kind of match. Or it's going to feel very one-sided, and then Rhea gets her win back, brother.
The problem is, as soon as Rhea hits Liv, it's over.
Well, they're going to sell the story.
Yeah, they're going to have to sell the story and build it up because as soon as the match happens, it's a massacre. We all know it. Unless they tell Rhea to flop around for Liv like a fish. That's the only way. I mean, it's not like Zelina, where Rhea Zelina can work because, Zelina knows Rhea's a good base. So Zelina can do all these crazy, lucha shits, and Rhea will sell. Where with Liv, she's not a lucha. She's not even half fast. She's Botchy McFucking Prancy Pants. And it's fucking annoying.
I stand by what I said. The only thing that was talent that was inside Liv is Enzo Amore.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
And Bo Dallas, but that's a different issue.
Damn. How you doing?
When they were at Hooters. Oh, God. Can we just get AJ Lee come back and bitch slap her?
I'm sure we'd all be all right with that.
Yeah. Because this is all anyone... This is the Liv Morgan fans right now.
I am the hype.
Dude, Liv stands are annoying as fuck.
But...
And the funny thing is they're all Sasha stands. Which is even funnier because that was the reason why Alpha B broke up in the first place.
We don't need to talk about AEW because AEW right now is going into the shitter because $15 million for MJF a year, allegedly. Let's move on. Who is everybody taking for Money in the Bank? I'm taking Chelsea.
I've got Chelsea, but I also like Zoe. But I'm going to go with Chelsea.
Ryan.
Who all's in it?
Io, Chelsea Green, Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Zoe Stark.
I'm going to take Stratton.
John.
I'm going to feel the glow because I feel that's the only way Hunter could have gotten her back is to promise her a title shot.
And then she turns heel and joins the bloodline.
Yeah, the bootleg bloodline with Solo.
No, the real bloodline because she's married to the actual bloodline. Like it's
so she's gonna turn heel then. She'll be a face then, because that version of bloodline is gonna be babyface.
She would turn heel on Bailey to run something back, but they would put her with Jimmy and Jay and Roman. They can put Nia Snax with the ship bloodline. We'll get to them in a little bit though. Damian Priest versus Seth fucking Rollins. If Rollins wins, he can't challenge for the title. If Priest wins, well,
if Rollins wins, Priest is out of the Judgment Day.
Guess what? Seth Rollins is going to win by fuckery because then you officially set up Rollins and Gunther.
I think DQ. I think Rollins wins the match, but still champ Damian Priest.
But then how are you setting up Seth and Gunther? Because I'm sorry, bisexual Undertaker's great, but I do not want to see him and Gunther.
Thing is, everybody has this. The funny thing about WWE, especially Triple H, is that when people see shit that right there, they're gonna swerve. So Gunther's not winning at SummerSlam. Sorry.
That is the biggest. Wait, hold on.
Nope.
Gunther's not winning. That is the biggest fuck up on the Triple H era if they do that.
Why? Because you say so?
Because he's only got one loss.
Think about it. If they want to push Priest in the direction of Rhea Ripley, you have him get DQ'd. So therefore, Rollins still has another shot because Priest, being a man of his word, says, I lost the match by DQ. I will honor it. I'm out of the Judgment Day. Done. Well, we already out of the Judgment Day. We already know this for a fact. So they're going to start their own thing, whatever it is. But if you want Priest to be that babyface, you have him take on Gunther.
What makes more money?
You can go.
What makes, in reality, with the storyline they've been setting up, what makes more money right now? The money lies in Seth and Gunther because of the story they built up from the Royal Rumble.
I mean, he's got a point there, and they're going to follow the money.
There's no reason. What's the reason? Like, here's the thing. What is the reason for Gunther, besides the title, to fight Damian Priest?
What is the reason for Gunther?
Besides the title. There's heat. Legit fucking heat between Seth and Walter. They don't like each other. They're professional. They'll work together. But there's already a base for this storyline that they can press. Unless you do a triple threat. Unless you do a triple threat, which I think is a mistake too.
Everybody wants Priest to be this transitional champion. I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he's a transitional champion. I think Priest loses by DQ, and maybe we do see a triple threat at SummerSlam. Why not?
I think I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm just saying I think you're clouded by Judgment Day to not see the bigger picture. I think the money too for Priest, the Priest is going to be a babyface, is the chase to getting to Gunther.
Clouded by it. I'm not clouded by it. I say Priest loses by DQ.
But he still holds the title.
Yeah.
The title, then he's going to get his ass whooped by Walter.
I mean,
Gunther. That's the problem. Seth,
he hasn't had a super impressive title run, though. That's the thing.
The money for Damian would be to chase Gunther.
Yes.
He had 2 matches. How can he have a super impressive title run? He had a match against Jay.
By putting on impressive matches, by doing his job well and carrying the company. That job starts to put the belt in your hand.
So one of the funny reasons he's gotten over was because he was trending on Twitter being called the bisexual Undertaker. The fans don't take him seriously.
There's nothing against him. Like I enjoy his work, dude. He's great. He's improved.
I've never liked. I didn't like him as Punishment Martinez, but that's a different issue.
Neither guy.
Priest loses by DQ, and we move on.
But him losing by DQ doesn't move the story at all.
It moves the story with the Judgment Day. That means you go that, but then that means Finn goes after the title. But
it moves the story because he's out of the Judgment Day, right?
But it doesn't. But that's not the story that they're telling because
no. But that's the thing. He won't be out of the Judgment Day because he lost by disqualification. That's not a real loss.
He didn't lose his title. That's the DQ don't count. They've done that before where, technically Seth gets his shot, but Gunther also, not Gunther, but Priest also can stay in the Judgment Day. It's a wipe the slate clean. It means nothing.
Right.
Still stand by it, whatever.
John, what do you think?
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. I stand by it.
Hey, John, what do you got?
Rollins.
Okay. Rod, you sticking with Seth?
Yeah, I think I'd have been swayed more by Priest if after that, during that last match, he didn't have such a major botch. Like, he has the potential to be a legitimate heavyweight champion. I just don't think it's now.
The other thing is, too, and I'll say this for the last thing, I'm saying Seth also, I would take Priest more seriously if they did not have Dominic, Finn as the Judgment Day. He keeps coming out by himself to talk to Seth, but then everybody else is doing his dirty work. When he's telling everybody to stay out of his business, everyone's doing his dirty work. It doesn't make him look like a credible champion. And he's supposed to be a heel champion? No, he's a straight babyface champion now.
Like I said, I'm still going by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's wrong. Because let's be honest, none of us know where the story's going to go. But if we're chasing the money like pro wrestling's supposed to, That's where more money's at.
The bigger story with the Judgment Day right now, and I hate saying this, is Liv.
The return of Ripley?
Rhea Ripley, Liv, and Dominic. That's the bigger story that lead to the ladder match of the custody of Dominic again.
That's true, man. Think about this, Chris. If Rhea was back and chasing Liv for the title, would anybody give a shit about Damian Priest?
And the other question is too, is would Damian... What?
What are you saying? If Rhea was back...
Chasing Liv for the title. Would anyone give a shit? Would anyone give a shit about Damian Priest as champion?
They would. They would. I'm sorry. See, I don't know. Like I said, I'm standing by what I said. I'm standing.
No, that's fine, man. I'm just trying to see where you're coming from.
And Ryan, I'll play off of you with that one. Before the Judgment Day, when Damian Priest held the singles title. I forgot he held the singles title. Did anyone care?
Wait, what title did he hold?
I think he held the U.S. title.
He held the U.S. title. It is what it is. Sorry. Anyway, I'm still.
I remember Dom as North American champion.
He was a U.S. champion for.
You can shit on him all you want. I'm still standing.
We're not shitting on him.
We're not shitting on him. If he was Punishment Martinez,
we'd be shitting
I'd shit on him.
I mean, if like he held this, does anybody care? If Free was chasing Liv, did anyone care? Yeah.
Here's the thing. I hate Liv personally. I don't know her personally, but I personally hate Liv as much as John hates fucking Sasha Banks.
No, see, because I think that the crowd would be more invested in the Rhea storyline because of how over she was before she was hurt. She was the most over member of the fucking Judgment Day.
Yeah. And right, as much as you say,
she was the most over person on the roster.
Yeah. She's the reason they had a pay-per-view in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I think she would be, if she were back, she would be the main focal point in this heavyweight title match, would be a secondary story.
Would be a piss in the wind. That would be the piss break.
I won't even say a piss in the wind or a piss break. I'm saying that it would be the secondary story on the show because people are going to be more invested in Rhea. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that this isn't like a good program for him. I'm just saying it's not a program. It's a B story.
Because the A story is Dominic and Rhea. Or Dominic, Rhea, and Liv.
Not even that. I mean, right now, the A story that people are giving a shit about, if we look at the way things are trending, it's McIntyre and Punk.
Well, yeah. That's the S.
McIntyre and Punk. It's McIntyre, Punk, Rhea eventually getting even with Liv, or Biscuit Cake.
Whenever
and the wife.
Yeah, whenever Rhea comes back, it's over.
I mean, that's the storylines driving right now. It's like McIntyre, Punk, the Wyatt Six right now, and Slutty McGee.
But
did you say Slutty McGee?
Yes, I said Slutty McGee. Slutty McGee.
Okay, sorry.
Whatever.
Slutty McGee on Whore Island.
But yeah, I think they're just buying right now with the Judgment Day stuff. They're just buying their time till Rhea comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, Judgment Day is either going to go babyface or they're going to split. I think Damian and Rhea split, and maybe one of the three of Balor, JD, or Dom goes with him. I don't think it's Dom either.
No, it's going to stay Finn, JD, and and Dom as the three, because Dom right now is the biggest fucking heel in the company.
Yeah.
For fucking some reason.
And the thing is, it looks like online, like JD McDonough is like trying to be the voice of reason. Because like WWE's like, so is it a good idea if Liv stays in the judgment thing? And like JD's like, no, not a good idea. No.
Yeah, well, all right, let's keep moving. We got 20 minutes left, so let's get through these next three matches, or next couple matches. Sami Zayn, John, did you pick? Hold on, Chris. John, did you pick?
I took Seth. Let's move on.
Okay. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, IC title.
Zayn retires over fuckery. Move on.
Breaker wins. You have Sami chase the unbeatable fucking monster again.
It worked the first time.
Yeah. I think Breaker getting that title, it kind of shows that Hunter's going to put him on the forefront for when they go to Netflix.
As he should.
Yeah. But
Braun winning it.
But yeah, honestly, I would have rather seen a fatal four-way with Ludwig if Ludwig wasn't hurt and Sheamus. That would have just been punishing. And your
banger.
Their
After the banger.
Yep. 6-man tag match. They have this as the last match. Cody, Orton, and Kevin versus the Bloodline. Any three of Solo, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu. This is
Fatu's not allowed. Fatu's not allowed in Canada.
I was just about to say that. It's going to be Solo, Tama, and Loa.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake has a nice record. Yeah, not around.
This doesn't hurt Cody if they lose. The Bloodline wins. The Bloodline needs the win.
Bloodline needs to win.
Bloodline gets a new member that night.
Okay.
Who do you think they're adding?
That tall motherfucker.
It's gonna get. The problem is you keep adding too many people to the Bloodline. I get it, but now it's gonna start looking like the Bullet Club B Club. It's gonna look like the Bullet Club or the NWO B Squad.
I think the only thing left is to find out the Rock's behind him.
Yeah.
It's the Samoan Bullet Club. Oops, what?
Yeah. And the question now is going to be when does Heyman come back?
It's Hikuleo.
Because once Paul Lee comes back, that's when the fun begins.
SummerSlam, he'll be back with Roman.
No. They're going to push that back. They're going to push it back a month. They're going to start it in September because they're going to need to... They're going to push it for War Games. That's honestly what they're going to wait. That's when the match is going to happen, but they're going to start it in September.
That would be the perfect spot for the Bloodline Civil War Games.
Yeah.
Either that or Judgment Day War, but yeah. One of the two.
Not enough Judgment Day members.
Well,
not to fight amongst themselves.
Let's not talk about War Games and 3 teams in War Games, because the last time we had that, we had the fucking Ultimate Warrior show up, and we don't need that again.
But I would rather have Bloodline Civil War because it makes more sense.
Warriors.
Yeah, but I mean, how is there going to be a Civil War with 4 people?
For what?
That's a cage match. That's for Judgment Day. That's a cage match scenario,
yeah.
but not a War Game scenario.
No, I said I'd rather have a bloodline Civil War. It makes more sense.
That's what you're getting. You're going to get the Bloodline Civil War.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It makes more sense.
Yeah. But, John, what do you say?
I said what I said already.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
You said Sami Zayn. I said Sami
No,
Zayn. The bloodline. Oh,
Yeah.
they're gonna the bloodline. Period.
All right. We have 10 minutes left. Let's run through this NXT Heat Wave real quick. We don't need to dive into anything deep with this. Tag team match. Fuck the pre-show. Pazovic and Grace versus JC Jane and Nyx. JC Jane's gonna win.
Jane.
Yeah. JC Jane and Jasmine Nyx. Basically you're looking at Ariana Grace and Petrovic basically gonna fight each other.
Yeah, well, it's also a pre-show match, so no one really gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
All right, Rye, you in agreement?
Yep.
Okay. Nathan Frazier and Axiom take on Chase U, Andre Chase, and Duke Hudson with Osborne and Thea Hale in their corner for the tag titles.
Teachable moment.
It's always a fact of life. Give me Chase U.
Chase U should win because it speeds up the Axiom Drake story. Or Nathan, whatever his name, story, yeah.
Right?
Chase U.
Okay. Oh, I didn't hear the spark on the other end. Sorry. Kalai Jordan versus Sol Ruka.
Sorry, I mean it speeds up the Frazier Axiom split.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no. Jordan versus Sol Ruka for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
Saruka.
Not Jordan. She ain't dropping that
Jordan.
title yet. There was the spark.
I think Saruka because they're more behind her, but no, I'm gonna go Saruka. Hell with it.
It's her first. See, the problem is too. It's her first title defense on a pay-per-view. I don't think they're gonna have her drop it quite yet. This, on the other hand, they're definitely gonna have him drop it. Obafemi taking on Wesley for the North American title. If Femi wins, Lee can never challenge for the title as long as Femi is champion. Guess what? That means Wesley wins.
Femi.
Just guess for me. You know I don't watch much NXT.
By the way, Wesley wins with a couple rascals helping him out.
So Wesley turns heel.
No, the rascals are baby faces in TNA.
They're baby faces in TNA. TNA, they're heels.
Oh, they're faces. As much as they get cheered, as much as they do dirty shit, they get cheered, and they're gonna get cheered the minute they would show up to NXT.
Okay, so it's like so it's like normal. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see West with Upper Rascals. That'd be pretty cool.
Scarlett and Graves. I'm going old school. Scarlett and Graves fucking wins.
Oh yeah.
Women's title, Roxy versus Lola Vice. Fuck Lola Vice. She's as boring as fucking Liv Morgan. Roxy.
I swear to God, Roxanne better win this. Lola Vice.
Yeah.
Promo was awful.
I'm sorry. The people that say Lola Vice is attractive, I'm sorry. No, you're only saying that because you're staring at her ass. Sorry to be the one to tell you that. Get the fuck out of here, shit. Jesus Christ. And the match that's going to end it, Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Championship. Trick Williams takes on Javon Evans versus Ethan Page versus the chairman of the board, Sean Spears.
Whoop that Trick.
Yeah, the way I got Trick winning.
I would not be surprised if Trick gets called up soon. I'm thinking they're going to flip it. Give me Javon Evans. They really like this kid. And I can see him pinning Ethan Page, too. But, all right.
Too soon. I like Trick. I see Trick having it. It's a 4-way. If they're going to put it on the kid, they're going to put it on. They'll have Trick put it on personally. They're going to do that.
I mean, they could have him. They could have him steal it. 4-way is the perfect time to drop it to him because no one can see. No one will see it coming. But
I like Trick. My God, I swear to God, if Lola Vice wins that thing, I'm gonna be awesome.
I'll just turn it off. But with that being said, that is our show. We're actually running low on time, so let's hit this intro. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, please follow us on all social media accounts under the Nerdport Network. Follow us individually on Twitter at @FNRonnie.
At the Zombie Master.
Chips in XC.
There we go. Right.
Beacons.ai/RynorOfficial.
And if they can follow you on Twitter.
At StunCockSTL.
And join us back here next week as we again dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck was that in the wide world of sports, and we dive into the Pac-2 and the Mountain West. And I believe we dive into the AFC Central, or the AFC North. God, AFC Central, what the fuck? I'm tired.
AFC North, AFC Central, we're back in the 90s.
Yeah, right? We need to bring that back. That with the Big East.
Bring back the Central and the Houston Oilers, damn it.
God damn it. But with that being said, if you like what you heard, please tell your friends. If you didn't like what you hear,
Us.
Go fuck yourself.
Silent contemplation.
and if you didn't like what you hear, always remind yourself 3 things. 1, Shohei Ohtani will be getting paid. 2, Bobby Bonilla just got paid. And 3, there is always a teachable moment. And hell, if you don't believe us, fuck it, then it's the fact of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.